Good morning, Freedom High School. Welcome back to your weekly broadcast. I'm Nate.
And I'm Tyler. Let's get into the news for the week of March 11th.
This week, we'll be going over the bathroom policy changes and the underlying causes, investigating a mysterious flyer found around the school, and celebrating Women's History Month by discussing the Women Who Inspire Freedom students.
Before any of that, let's discuss the most important news for this week. Attention seniors, the community service deadline is Friday, April 12, 2024. All hours must be completed and submitted in Helper Helper by this date. Don't know where to volunteer? Need help finding opportunities? Log into Helper Helper. You'll see upcoming opportunities you can sign up for, or simply reach out to the approved agencies for additional details. Please see Mrs. Medina in room 114B if you have any questions. Also, juniors and underclassmen should stay on top of completing your required 60 hours in order to graduate.
Tickets for 42nd Street, Freedom Spring Musical, are on sale now. Go to the link on the screen to get your tickets before they sell out. The show runs from April 12th to the 14th.
These next few announcements are extremely important for seniors with a GPA of 3.5 or higher. It's that time of year to consider trying out to become a graduation speaker. These are both student and teacher chosen. There will be an assembly Tuesday, March 19th in the auditorium at 9:45 a.m. The speeches will be due to Ms. Sage on April 15th.
The Freedom Forum wants to include as many seniors as possible in their annual senior issue. It's a magazine published at the end of the school year, and all seniors will receive a copy. Fill out the form found by scanning the QR code on the screen. We will include a picture of your choice, a short bio, and more about you. Check your emails for more information and a look at last year's edition.
Attention to all aspiring musicians. The FHS Fame Contest is going on once again, and winners of the contest will be performing at Music Fest this summer. All applications must be submitted by April 1st, so be sure to register before it's too late.
The Hoops for Hope basketball game is coming back this month. The basketball game will be held during 4th block on Wednesday, March 27th. Tickets for the game are $5 and the t-shirt costs $5 as well. Stay tuned for next week's broadcast for more details.
Coffee Shop's new Shamrock Special is still available. Order this minty treat by calling 53703 and ordering it.
The National Honor Society has opened up applications for its second annual Altruism Award scholarships. The 4 possible awards represent the 4 pillars of NHS: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Graduating seniors, whether or not they're in NHS, can apply for one or more of these awards by filling out the Google form on the Altruism Award page on the NHS website, or by scanning the QR code on screen, or by contacting Ms. Troutman. All submissions are due this Friday, March 15th, at the end of the school day.
This year's career fair will occur on Wednesday, March 13th. This is for juniors and sophomores and is a great opportunity to see what's available and get more ideas for your future career.
Now, let's head on over to Gigi for this week's lunch segment.
Welcome to Lunch for Appreciation. What's your name?
Leo.
What grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
What's for lunch this week?
Today I have some nachos, an orange, and some carrots.
Thank you. Let's check what's for lunch this week.
Thanks, Gigi. This week's lunch menu sounds really good.
I agree. It all sounds amazing. In other news, recently there's been a bathroom policy change that locks the doors in between classes. With that, John's going around asking people why this policy was added and their feelings on it. Take it away, John.
Thanks, Tyler and Nate. In recent weeks, Freedom High School has enacted a new bathroom policy where all bathrooms are locked between periods and students cannot go to them between the first and last 5 minutes of class. Me and Sammy are going to go around Freedom to ask for some opinions and reactions from both students and teachers.
What do you think the main cause is for the new bathroom policy?
I think it is the misuse in the bathroom. People coming in for things other than going to the bathroom and hanging out there.
I think that the girls just act immature and take advantage of it.
There's a lot of things happening, usually parties in the bathrooms, but we don't talk about the parties.
Definitely just an overwhelming number of students using the bathrooms to skip class, vaping in the bathrooms. We all know the story, you guys have been in there. Just a lot of that kind of behavior was the motivation.
Well, I think that what we were finding was that during passing times between classes, it was an exuberant amount of students going into the bathrooms for a variety of different purposes, and that was causing a lot of delays in regards to classes starting, various issues. So what we found was that it might be better to close the bathrooms during passing time, allow students to get to their classes, sit down, have attendance taken, get a pass for the bathroom that they're supposed to be in, and then hopefully we'll kind of squash the amount of kids in the bathroom at one time.
Do you think locking the bathrooms has been effective in curbing these incidents?
Partially. It's the most effective solution that we have at our disposal. We don't have the staffing necessary to keep an eye on the bathrooms effectively, and so the only option we have is to lock them.
I understand it, but like I think it's kind of like weird because like what if you have to go to the bathroom like before class and your teacher doesn't let you go or something? Like I feel like the bathroom is the bathroom, and like if you have to go, you should be able to go.
I second that, but I do understand the reasons like why we're doing that, and I also kind of feel bad for the teachers. It's like an added responsibility a little bit, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I never have a problem with the bathrooms. Every now and then the bathrooms are normally locked, which gets annoying and tedious from time to time.
I see. That's obviously affecting you, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of.
And do you feel like that locking the bathrooms was the right choice, or do you feel like something else could have been done to help solve the problems with them?
Yeah, it's still ridiculous that they still close the bathrooms. I mean, that's all I have to say about it.
I can't think of anything beyond hiring more hall monitors. So, when I was a student here, there was 8 hall monitors at all times, and I think 2 resource officers, if I'm not mistaken. So there's significantly less, and I think that we're seeing that. I don't know if there is resources to hire those people. I wish there were.
I think a lot of this, it's a two-way street, right? So, we as teachers, administrators are trying to do our best to try and make sure that the bathrooms are a place that, people are just going to use the bathroom and it's quick and it's not interrupting the day. Part of it comes down to the student body as well, making sure that the spaces are being used responsibly and appropriately. And I think if we can kind of continue that trajectory moving forward, I think it will just continue to get better.
Thank you to everyone who gave their reactions to the bathroom policy. There's certainly a lot of strong opinions about this, and I am sensing a bit of frustration from both parties. What about you, Sammy?
I think there is a lot of frustration. Honestly, I see both sides of the story, and I think that everyone had their own opinions.
All right, back to you, Tyler and Nate.
Thanks, John. Personally, I think that the bathroom should have more monitors looking out. What about you, Nate?
In my opinion, it was a very necessary thing to do, especially like after everything that's been happening in the bathrooms, and I think it's a good change. Now, let's get into the club news for this week.
Travel Club will be hosting a big sale at all lunches on March 18th to the 20th. Be sure to bring money for sweets and treats like cake pops and pudding cups. Travel Club is also going to Japan in June, and they have paired up with the German Club for a 2026 trip to Berlin, Krakow, and Budapest. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
The debate team is preparing for its next season and is in search of new members. If you're interested in joining or just finding out what the debate team does, please come to room 602 after school on Wednesdays. The debate team will meet every week until the end of the school year. Join now to compete in the fall.
Now, here's the club schedule for this week.
Last week, Sean and Hayden found posters all across the school promoting a small band called Electric Cheesemelt. Let's head over to them to investigate what exactly this band is.
Thanks, Nate and Tyler. Have you ever been getting a drink and noticed this band poster? This is where the mystery of the Electric Cheesemelt began. Originally, we stumbled upon a band poster found by the water fountain across from the cafeteria that had their band name, a picture of the band members, and a QR code to their Spotify. This caught our attention because the band members weren't students, but rather a group of middle-aged men. Naturally, we wanted to investigate the mystery of the Electric Cheesemelt.
This led to Sean and I asking around the school for more information about the band, including Miss Sage, Mrs. Whirl, 2 custodians, and Mr. Burke. Even with what we had thought would be lots of help, no one could tell us anything about this mysterious band.
After further investigation, we found out that they have a Facebook account and messaged them, but we were only met with an automated response. Until the next day when we received a response from the owner of the Facebook account stating that they would meet with the band members to make sure it was okay to discuss the appearance of the poster with us.
In the meantime, we discovered that Nate Warren, someone who frequently finds himself on the Freedom Forum, was behind the appearance of the posters when he put them up last semester.
So Nate, how are you connected to the band?
So I'm connected to the band because one of my best friends, Jacob Black and Sam Black, their father is one of the founding members of the Electric Cheesemelt.
So how did you find out about this band?
So I was sitting in class one day in engineering, and Jacob Black came to me saying his dad has a band. I'm like, ooh. So I looked them up on Spotify. Their songs, amazing. They're not just a band though, they're inspiration for them.
Unfortunately, at the time of recording, we haven't gotten a response from the band's original message. However, Hayden and I both strongly recommend giving this ragtag group of friends making music a listen to.
Back to you, Nate and Tyler.
Thank you, Sean and Hayden. It's really cool to see how local bands are able to promote themselves through student support. How'd you feel about the music? I thought it was really good.
You know, for a band starting out, it was very cool to listen to them. It seems like they have a bright future ahead of them. Now, let's go to Amy and Lynn for our Freedom Paid Sports Update.
Thanks, Tyler and Nate, and welcome back to your Freedom Paid Sports Update. I'm Amy.
And I'm Lynn. This past week, our swim team went to the District 11 Championships. The boys took 9th place in the 200 medley relay and 14th in the 200 freestyle relay with significant time drops. Congratulations to AJ Black for finishing 17th in the 50 freestyle and 7th in the 100 breaststroke. The boys finished 11th overall.
On the girls' side, they placed 6th in the 200 medley relay and 7th in the 200 freestyle relay with best times in both. Congratulations to Olivia Deemer, who placed 11th in the 200 individual medley and 7th in the 100th breaststroke. Sophia Nabat placed 14th in the 200 individual medley and 100th in the butterfly. Alexia Regat finished 15th in the individual medley, and Lacey Stewart finished 23rd in the 50 freestyle and 14th in the 100 breaststroke. The girls finished in 8th place at the meet.
On Wednesday, boys tennis starts their season by traveling to Pocono Mountain East in their opening match at 3. On Friday, our baseball team plays at Northwestern Lehigh at 4, with boys tennis at home against Nazareth. Good luck to our Pates this week.
That's all for your Freedom Paid Sports Update. Back to you, Nate and Tyler.
Thanks, Amy and Lynn. I'm excited to see how the baseball and softball seasons turn out. It's looking to be a great season.
I agree. This year's sure to be a good one. March is Women's History Month, and we're going back to Amy and Lynn, who talk to students all about the special women in their lives.
And we're back. Women's History Month was officially recognized in 1987 by President Jimmy Carter. And since March is Women's History Month,
Amy and I went around the school to ask people about their favorite women.
Let's see what we found out. I'm here with Hope. And who is your favorite female teacher?
Miss K, Miss Kutch.
Can you explain why?
Because she's mean to me, but it's like a love-hate relationship to the point where like that's my favorite teacher for real. Or if it wasn't Miss Kutch, it had to be Miss Alderman because me and her just get each other. But it is Miss K because she used to knock me down. She like hold me down for real. Like she just like this.
Thank you.
Who am I here with?
Francisco.
Okay, Francisco. Who's an influential woman in your life?
My mom.
Okay, why would you say that?
She raised me, and she raised me right. Like I almost got lost in the church, and she was the only, well, not the only one, but she was worried about me. She never put me in church ever since.
I'm here with
Leah.
Hi, Leah. Who's your favorite woman teacher?
I'd probably have to say Miss Spang.
Why would you say that?
I don't know. She's just like, I don't know. I consider her like a friend. Like we get to talk to her like whenever, and she's pretty chill.
Who am I here with?
Ellery.
Nathan.
Okay. Do you think women get enough credit for the work they do?
I don't.
Me neither, because we don't get equal pay, and there's also the pink tax.
Okay, thank you. Who am I here with?
John.
Okay, name a woman who inspires you.
Martha Stewart.
Why would you say that?
Because she's a slay. She's Martha Stewart.
That was very heartwarming.
Yes, I'm glad people appreciate the women around them.
Well, that's all. Back to you, Tyler and Nate.
Thanks again, Lynn and Amy. We'll be honoring women throughout the month of March, so I'm excited to learn all about women's history.
I agree. I can't wait to hear more. This has been the latest edition of the Freedom Forum Weekly Broadcast. You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at FHS Forum for more content. Thank you so much for tuning in, Freedom. Have a great week.